Okay, welcome back. Today I'll be cooking up a Polo G type beat. The main melody sort of sound will just be piano, of course. I might add like a flute top layer or something, but then I'll chuck some trap drums and structure it out and sort of talk you through that process. With that being said though, let's hop right into this melody. Got a basic piano sound here, I'll definitely switch that out for something else. But yeah, I'll just lay down a pretty simple chord progression. So I've got a 1-5-6-4 progression, pretty simple, got it in F sharp harmonic minor. I'm just going to expand on this now, maybe add some 7th notes, double those root notes, do a couple inversions, just some pretty basic stuff to flesh this out. Okay, so what I've got here, root notes here, and then some top notes. They're slightly weird, but I like how they sound. I'll just bring this velocity down a little bit and play through this for you. I'll definitely lengthen this out and add some more notes around here. Might just double that like that, and then add a bit of a melodic sort of line up here. Okay, so what I've done here, added this sort of melody. I'm not too sure how happy I am with it, but I will double this eventually, just like that, and then add some more changes over on this side. But I'm reasonably happy with how this is sounding. These little notes to transition between a couple, I might have overdone it in that spot, but I'm not sure. I'll just double this now and add a couple changes in that. Okay, happy enough with this. Took out that little transition note there, added a couple different ones through here. So altogether, here's what it's sounding like. Happy enough with that. Going to add a bit of strum and a bit of volume randomization, and then chuck it in a different sound, different piano sound, and then finally add some effects and we should be done. Happy enough with this flex piano. I don't have too many piano sounds, if you couldn't tell. I'm now just going to add some effects to that. Added a bit of reverb and a bit of RC20. Here's what it's sounding like. Happy enough with that. Now I'm just going to find a flute or something to chuck on the top layer. So I added this flute melody, just going to add a couple of effects to it at some point, but here's what it's sounding like with the piano. Pretty happy with that. Just going to add some effects to it now. Cool, just added an EQ and then an RC20 with a bit of distortion, space, and a bit of a low cut sort of thing there. Low pass, I mean. Now I'll split by a channel, grab those two, drag them out. Go like this. Take that out, that. And then I've got my stems pretty much, and I will render this out. Cool, rendered out. Now I'm going to change this to stretch, play with the tempo and the pitch, and then render it out again. Okay, so here we are. Got this at 139 BPM and it is in C sharp harmonic minor. I think now I'm just ready for the drums. I'll just play this through one last time. Cool. I'll just use these stems pretty much and get started on these drums. So I'll start off with basic hi-hat sort of thing, hi-hat and clap, and then I'll try and spice it up with a couple perks and that sort of stuff. Open hat, pretty basic sort of trap drums, shouldn't be too tough. But yeah, I'll get started on that now. Cool, just got this shaker style sort of hi-hat for a bit of bounce. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm just going to flesh it out with open hats and snares and perks and that sort of stuff. Bit of spice with these perks and stuff, perks and rims and open hats. Pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to add a kick. Yeah, then I'll get started on the 808 and bass line. Cool, kicks in there. Now I'll lay down a spins 808 bass line. Got the root notes here. Now just chop them up. Okay, got this 808 pattern going now. Pretty happy with it. Going to copy this and chuck this where the kick is. Shift D, Alt K, and figure out what I need. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. So I've got these all linked to mixer channels. I'm going to level them out, add a bit of sidechain, all that good stuff, and try and find room for everything pretty much. Finally, just going to fix up this hi-hat pattern, and then I'll get on to arrangement. Okay, pretty happy with this hi-hat bounce. Now I'm going to structure this all out pretty much. Okay, so I've pretty much arranged this out at this point. Got this 8-bar intro sort of section, I guess. Most of the stuff comes in as the drum sounds come in. And then this 808 comes in, and then the kick comes in a bit later. So that's 16 bars, I think. Yeah. Then another break for 8 bars and 16. Break for 8, 16, I think. Yeah. But the drums aren't there, yeah. Then another 8-bar break, then another 16. And then an 8-bar outro with this flute layer coming on and off in certain spots. Now I'm just going to add some transitions, rises, my tag, and take some of these out, some of these drum sounds out in certain parts, bit of reduction. Okay, very happy with how this turned out. Pretty much just a pretty full-on piano melody with a nice little top layer, then a flute underneath that, and then some pretty basic trap drums with a bit of an interesting hi-hat pattern for the bounce, and then an 808 following the root notes pretty much. What I've done, just added a bit of reverb in the intro and cut that out for most of it. Then I've brought it back in there. And then some transitions and my tag. That is about it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.